Hey, what's going on, guys? Cosmic again here. In this video we're gonna add one little tiny feature to our chess engine, and this is known as keeping track of the king square. So the idea is very simple. Every time we make move, we need to make sure that when we made that move, the king is not actually doesn't find itself under the check. So in order to answer the question whether the king is actually in check or not, the very first thing to consider, we need to find the square occupied either by the black king or by the white king, depending on what side to move we have at the current board position. So I just want to grab this tricky position, FEN, and go to the very end of my code from the last video. So I just don't want to print this move list anymore, and I want to replace this tricky position with the string, because I would be altering the side to move here. So now I'm just trying to open this terminal of the current working directory, and by simply typing make and to compile the source, and if it compiles, I just want to run chess hexadecimal 88 binary executable that would be produced by the compiler. Okay, and now we need to go. So the first thing to consider, I believe, this would be just to define the array up to 2 elements. So here after the board definition stuff, so I just want to say kings squares. So I just want to create the integer king square, and it would contain 2 elements here. And within our parse FEN function, we would be initializing this king square. Well, actually, we could have initialized this initially like we do this. For these variables, we could have say like so king square indexed by 0 or indexed by white, in other words, would always be E1, and king square indexed by 1 or by the black side. So you remember our encoding here for the sides to move, so 0 for white and 1 for black. So this would be E8 respectively. But within our parse FEN function here, just right where we mention the piece characters, I just want to add a couple of lines here. So we want to initialize, or better like set up king square. So I can say if the pointer to FEN, or the current given character we're walking through within the FEN string, is equal to white king. In this case, I just want to say kings in plural, king squares. So here I just want to say king square indexed by the side, I guess, right? Or no, what am I doing? Hold on a sec. If we have in this white king, yeah, indexed. Okay, hold on a sec, guys. Just let me try to figure this out. So yeah, white king should be indexed by by white. This always goes here. So white is the same like if we just say 0 here. Would it be equal to the square, right? And also else if pointer to FEN is equal to the black king. In this case, well, I don't really need these curly braces, I guess, so just can get rid of them. So king square indexed by the black would it be equal to square. And now, just to make sure that this kind of works, I also want to alter my print board function slightly a bit. So let's search for the print board function. Okay, and here at the very end, I just want to add another printf statement. So we can say kin square and let's make a kin square like this, and here I can say like, so I want to convert first the square itself would be the board, sorry, so would it be the kin square indexed by the current given site, and this would give us the square as an integer, and in order to convert this to the coordinate notation like e2, e4, etc., we need to say, we need to map this within the square to coordinates array. So index the square to coordinates array by this kin square. And if I did everything correctly, this should kind of work. Okay, so we got the kin square e1 for white kin, and now let's try to just to switch the side to the black. It should give us what? A6? You kidding me? What's going on here? This is very interesting. So yeah, let's go to our parse fen again. I'm just wondering, what have I done? Bishop, not the bishop, obviously the king. What have I done? What have I done? The king, yeah, sure. And yeah, now just try to switch this to the black, and this should give us ea. Yeah, perfect. Just write the square that is occupied by the black king. So just try to move this king slightly a bit, say like move this slightly like this, one cell or one square to the left for both kings. We have this like d8 for black king. I would just go switch back to the white squares. I would just get this d1 respectively. So it's quite pretty self-explanatory, I hope. Well guys, so this video is gonna be really short, so this is it for this video, and the next thing to consider, we would be doing one very important preparation for our make mode function. We would be working on storing current board position before any move occurs. So we need to provide the logic of copying the board array and all these board variables representing the current board state, like side, castle, and peasant, and king square. So the next video is going to be absolutely essential, because well, that's the core part of the entire engine, basically. I mean, not the core part itself, but the part of the make move function and of the process of making moves and taking them back, which is the core part of a chess engine. So I hope you've learned something interesting out of this tutorial. This is it from my side, so see you next video. Until the next time, and take care.